Rachel Mwaba says she was gang raped as she watched her father being tortured and killed by Chadian security forces. She was 19 years old. Hawa Brahim says she was abducted and used as a sex slave for Chadian soldiers. She was 13. Along with Fatima Sakin and other victims, they want to tell their stories. Stories of murder, torture, starvation, and imprisonment. 25 years on, they are walking together into the Extraordinary African Chambers, a tribunal set up by the African Union in Senegal to try crimes against humanity. Former Chadian President Hissène Habré is expected in court again on Monday. They say he is responsible for the atrocities committed against them.
It's important for me to see Habré, that he listens to what we have to say and what his men have done to us.
The trial started in July, but it was suddenly adjourned on the second day. Habré was escorted out of the tribunal, calling it a masquerade. He refused to recognize the court or the lawyers appointed to him. Habré's supporters and his wife believe he's not getting a fair trial.
When there is such political pressure to discredit Hissène Habré, there is no justice. This trial is completely fabricated.
When Habré was in power, he had the support of France and the United States. 40,000 people died and 200,000 were tortured before he fled to Senegal, where he's lived in quiet exile for the last 25 years. This is the first time an African is being judged by Africans for crimes committed in Africa, away from the International Tribunal at The Hague. At stake here is the opportunity to set a precedent by making universal justice accessible to all. By giving a voice to the voiceless, this trial may bring an end to crimes committed on the continent that too often remain unpunished. At a media conference before the trial, Brahim, Mwaba, and Sakin say they speak for the dead and those alive, but who are too scared to revisit the past, haunted by unspeakable acts. They want their pain and loss recognized as crimes against humanity, so that perhaps others, whether in Chad or anywhere else, might muster the courage to speak out and seek justice. Nicholas Hawk, Al Jazeera, Dakar.